Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Panthers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get it away.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
On second down, Martin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On third down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Winston with a give to Martin. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll toss it out to Sims. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. Right side caught by Jackson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They come out here in the eye. Winston now. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Martin. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
And when you think about the history of Buccaneer football, it used to be Mike Allstott in short yardage situations. Now it's Doug Martin, and he gets those legs churning here, and they'll wind up converting on 4th down.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. One receiver to the left is Evans. Jameis to throw it. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This is Jonathan Stewart. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. There goes Jonathan Stewart. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 42 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
They give to Martin. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 5. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now Stewart on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Levante David in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On 4th down, the Panthers send out Michael Pilardi to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. To throw is Winston. A quick hitter complete. It's Jackson. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. 1st down, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And a catch right side by Evans. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw, Winston. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit, and the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Newton now on second down. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run here with Sims. Got some real estate inside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run it again with Sims. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready. Blue ready. 150.
Now Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And onto the field here come the Panthers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Seven yards to go on second down.
I got one. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on second down. Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Back to throw, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin from 4 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. And give him a gain of 37.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Winston. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And tough starting field position here. start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. Stewart on the counter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down. 4 down. Ready. 58, boys. 58.
Here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right. Open space inside the 10. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the gun, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the drive begins here with Sims. Fighting his way through contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now Sims. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. A win would be their first of the young season. Now a second down throw for Winston. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On third down, Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Newton gives off to Stewart. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The final score now coming from Nashville. And it was the Eagles that wound up winners in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. And not great starting field position here for the offense. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there.